I'm going to All right, thank you. I'm going to shout out who is on the call for documentation purposes, because I always like to see who is still here month after month, or I should say week after week, month after month, year after year, staying consistent, plugging in and being persistent in their process. We've been doing these calls consistently since January of this year. And we're in October, moving into the last 2 months of 2021. And it's very, very important. We're in distraction season right now. It is so critical for you, not for me. I have my plan. I know what I'm doing. I'm creating the success for myself, but this is about you. You showed up on a Sunday, on a holiday, on Halloween, where everybody's focused on other stuff to grow, to get better. What are you doing, these next 2 months to put yourself ahead going into the new year? So I'm going to shout out who is on the call today. We've got Albert. It is 4 a.m. Japan time for Albert. Albert showed up on the call today. Let's go. We got Alex on the line. We've got Arnold in the room. We've got Brevin on board. We've got Crystal on the call. We got Eric on the line. We've got Fernando on the call. We've got Jack up in here. We got big boy Josh on the line. We've got Julia here. We've got Caleb. Let's go, my bro. We've got Marin. We've got Paul. We've got Sam. And of course, last but not least, we've got Tony. Appreciate you. Let's go, guys. I'm very excited about today's call. So first piece of words that I want to kind of go through before we get into 3 main things that I want to go over with you guys. This call is going to be very, how should I say, very like detailed, but it's very purposeful. We do these calls with intent to help you guys gain the right perspective, to grow, to learn, to stretch yourself, to gain reminders and proximity. Because I believe anytime you have the opportunity to show up to a call, to a training, to an event that you qualify for, you should be there, especially if your goals, your future means something to you. Because what I think that this call is doing out of anything else is it's helping you stay focused. You have an opportunity to plug into something that's going to keep your focus where it should be, because it's so easy to get distracted right now. So the purpose of today's call, guys, other than shifting your thinking, the way that you see things, it's really to help you stay on track. It's really to help you maximize your membership. Okay. I can tell you guys right now, if you're on this call, you are paying for your monthly membership for a reason. And I saw somebody make a post the other day. They said, you guys saw it in the chat. I had posted it about Curtis Cobain calling out a coin from 20 cents to $3.40. And then you guys saw the coin that Cobain and Mike Sotero had called out, Mana, M-A-N-A. Guys, like some of you guys were telling me they had 3X, 4X, 5X on their positions just from taking that trade 45, 50 days ago. Like, the stuff is crazy if you just plug in. There's a lot of things that are going on, but we want to help you gain that secluded focus, like really solidify your focus on what you like, what best fits your personality, what best fits your schedule, what's convenient for you, but what also is something that you can create sustainability out of. That's going to help you get to where you want to go. Because a lot of times we can find ourselves, even being a part of such an incredible academy that we are in community, we can find ourselves sometimes still getting distracted, seeking out the shiny object syndrome, focusing on what other people are doing and not staying in our own lane, not staying, in the focus that we need. And so maybe on this call, we can give you that solidified focus. We can give you that track to run on and just bring you back to center for yourself and what's important. And I'm going to try to ask you guys some questions, rhetorical questions, write it out for yourself, get clear on them, that I think are going to help you gain clarity on where you're going. And I think if you are not clear on that vision for yourself of where you're going, one, how can you get somewhere that you don't know where you're going? Number one, that you're not clear on. But number two, and what I think is very important, is how can you help other people? And I believe when you have a good thing, you should share that good thing. I've talked to so many different people that are in crazy circumstances right now that tell me and thank me. People on the team, people that I don't even know that are watching me. Thank you for showing up today. Thank you for posting that. Thank you for just sending me a message. Thank you for inviting me to this. Thank you for just, opening up conversation and showing me XYZ, because of you, because of this, like, you guys don't understand. People are watching you that you may not even realize, that won't say anything based on you just continuing to show up, based on you just staying consistent. So I don't want to go on a tangent in the beginning. I just want to kind of give a bigger picture and a vision for where you can go, because the people perish without a vision, and you've got to establish that for you. Okay. So I want to do 3 things on the call today. Boom, 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 lock it in. And then I want to bring up 3 individuals that are very special to me, that are going to be able to give you guys 1 to 2 minutes of perspective that they've had throughout their journey over the last, some of them few months, some of them few years, that you can take away and hopefully be a catalyst for your growth, maybe be a reminder for you to pull back into the right direction. Cool. So the first thing that I want to go over, guys, is number 1, I'm going to talk about important resources, tools, and updates. The second thing is I'm going to go over a success checklist that I believe is going to help everybody know what you're doing, know when to do it, and know why you're doing it. Okay. And then the third thing is giving you guys a strategy to help guide you in the academy. Because there's a lot that's going on in the academy. You guys will see if you're going to Houston. A lot of you guys on this call, I'm very proud. You made the decision to go to Houston. I Am United, which is the company event that's happening literally in like 4 days, this Thursday. I'm very proud of you guys that are going. You will see the depth of what is actually going on inside of, what we're really partnered with. So let me bring it back up. Okay. So the first thing, I'm going to share my screen with you guys so that you can see. Let me know if you're able to see this. It's just like the checklist right here so that you guys can see it. But I'm gonna, just so you guys can like look at something other than just my face. I'm gonna talk to you guys about a couple things that I think are gonna be super helpful when it comes to the right resources, having the access to the right tools, and a checklist to follow. Okay. And so whether you just got started a week ago, you've been involved for maybe a few months, maybe a few years, it doesn't matter. This information is very important for you to take note of, and not only for yourself to take action on, but to pass along. Okay. So the first things first, guys, is when it comes to getting started, I'm starting from scratch, because sometimes we get involved and we don't necessarily listen to our mentors. We say, no, I got it. I'm going to just do this. You're given the plan, but you don't think that the plan from your mentors is actually, the plan for you, or is actually going to work. You just go on and do your own thing. I get it. I've been there. I'm a very independent person. I'm like, nah, I got this. And then I have to circle back because I was doing all the wrong things, or I was doing way more than I needed to. Okay. So I'm going to start from the beginning. Hopefully you guys have already hit all these steps, but we'll see. So number 1, guys, when you get started, you should have been sent a welcome text. Okay. And the welcome text is actually in Telegram. And in Telegram, when you go to our I Am team chat, there is a pinned post. At the very top, you will see I Am team. You'll see the number of members inside the group. And then right below that, it'll say like pinned message. If you click on that pinned message, everybody has access to it. Why? Because this is a business. And in business, you want to have a system in place where if anytime somebody needed something, you don't want to just call on, Alex all the time. Hey, Alex, can you send me this? Hey, Alex, can you send me this? Hey, Arnold, can you send me this? Hey, Arnold, we're on the show. You guys get it. Whoever it is, okay, you don't want to always be hitting up whoever you're working with to get the little stuff. We can just go right to the pinned message. And in the pinned message, guys, you're going to see, if you're pulling up your phone right now, you're watching it, you can see the weekly team call schedule. So you never have to miss when there's a team weekly or when there's a call going on throughout the week. Okay. You're going to see all the resources and the tools inside of this message. Okay. It's basically a fast start is what you're getting. You have the I Am Center login. This is where you access all of the things that you're paying for. So it's probably important that you take that link, you bookmark it, you have access to it. Okay. That's number 1. The second thing is our Telegram group chats. Okay. All you have to do, guys, is just go and copy this message, save it in your notes on your phone, or anytime you help somebody get started for yourself, you can send this to them. There's 3 group chats that you should be a part of. One is our I Am Updates channel. That's the first link. The second link is our I Am Mastery Traders chat. This chat is with Mike Sotero's organization, which is cool. Mike Sotero is a DCX educator. And if you guys have noticed, he's always dropping gems for us in the chat, pointing us in the right direction before, most of the academy actually gets access to what he's talking about. Okay. So be a part of the trading conversation, put yourself out there, maybe share some wins, share some things that are going on or questions that you have. And guys, I'm just going to say this because I've gotten a few people to text me about it. If you ask a question in the chat and nobody answers you, don't get butthurt. Okay. just like go figure it out. I'm gonna tell you right now, most of the stuff that I figured out was not because I direct messaged Mike Soltero about it or my upline about it. Half the time, my mentors left me on red, and it is what it is. They're busy. I get it. I went and go figured it out. This is about being resourceful. This is about becoming independent, self-sufficient. And I know that all of you guys on this call, you don't want to be dependent on, you know, whoever you're working with or whatever. So I'm just putting that out there, guys. Be resourceful, go and figure it out. If you still can't find it, message somebody directly in the chat. We're here to help. Okay. The last chat is our team community. And I'm pretty sure all of you guys are in it because you wouldn't be on this call if you weren't. It's our I Am Team chat. This is more of a community-based chat. We share different things in here, you know, team calls like this, you know, anything that's going to help us grow, learn, tap into. And honestly, guys, I think the biggest thing here is if you, and I talk about this a lot, is when you got started, most people don't recognize this. You paid $235, you paid $324 to get started. One, understand the power of what that membership is in front of you. But number two, guys, is really understand that you're getting access to an entire community with that. Like not just the mentorship, not just the education, the tools, the resources, you're getting access to a network. And what you do with that network is up to you. Some people get started and they don't ever talk to anybody. And that's fine. That's what you want. Cool. We're going to talk about that in a second, identifying what success means to you. Okay. But I really want you guys to just keep in mind, you have an entire access and network of people at your fingertips. It's what you do with that network. Who you know is actually way more important, or who knows you is actually way more important than what you know. So I would get connected with as many people as possible, and showing up to calls and events are a great way to do that. Okay. The other thing on here that you guys will see is a 24-hour fast start checklist. So this is actually what I'm going to show you next. Hopefully I can pull it up on my screen. Is anybody here heard of the launchiam.com site? This is what is in the text message in the pinned post. Some of you guys are like, Bobby, why are you showing all this stuff to us? Because I get questions. And not only do I get questions, I also know that a lot of people don't even know about this. Or maybe they're aware of it, they just don't know how to use it. Okay. So I want to show you that this site right here, I would bookmark it. It's in that text that you have in the group chat. But at the top right here, guys, these are links that we have access to. These are videos that were done by Mike Soltero and hand-selected top leaders inside of our platform to compose videos for us. How many questions have we gotten about, how to set up a broker account, how to set up a MetaTrader 4 account? I'm not trying to explain all these things because I have a video. I have a tool that can show you, and probably show you a lot better than I can explain over, telephone or things like that. So you're going to see at the top, I'll go over that right now. But this video right here, a lot of you guys ask questions. I got on a couple calls yesterday asking, hey, Abby, I have a couple people that want to see this. What do I send them? Do I send them my MT4 account? I'm like, no, don't do that. All you need to do is you need to just send them this site. If somebody's wanting information about what we do, guys, it's very simple. I've been a part of the platform. I actually just had my 5-year anniversary the other day inside of the company. And I still, to this day, I don't explain stuff to people like you think. I actually leverage a tool. I leverage other people way more successful and experienced than me to explain what we have. One, because I don't want people to be dependent on me. I didn't sign up for this to have a job. Heck no. I signed up for this for freedom, right? So I leverage a tool. So this is a tool. It's a 15-minute video by our very own DCX educator and Chairman 25, Mike Soltero, does a great job of just breaking down an introduction video of what is IAM Academy. Okay. And they can watch this. For all of us that are on this call, okay, this is the next part about this, is you need to decide which area you're going to focus on. Okay. If you got elite, we want to really design your focus around, okay, cool. Are you going to focus on Forex, HFX when you first get started and maybe leverage the crypto side to build your portfolio? Okay. Or, take the leverage trading ideas that they have where you can, buy or sell Bitcoin or Ethereum. You need to decide and work with the person that helped you get started. You need to decide which area you're going to focus on the most. So let's say, for example, you're going to do, I saw a lot of DCX. So let's just say for the example, in the purpose of this call, you're going to click on DCX. Okay. This is literally what you're going to do day one when you get started. And if you haven't already gone through this, and maybe it's been a few weeks, maybe a few months. It's okay. I would still go back through this so you don't miss anything. Okay. This is your process. This is your success, your growth. So don't cut corners. We already have the shortcut. All right. Just make sure that you go through everything. So there's a few steps. These videos are just a couple minutes. Mike actually does a great job of making sure that you have all the right applications, platforms set up, giving you that welcome advice, the vision of where you can go. Here's our weekly team call schedule. And then a lot of questions around how to set up a MetaTrader 4 account. Okay, this is specifically on a demo. Cool. And then how to set up a live account. Okay, I know that they're going to be doing some updates to the site. So if you go back and watch this video and it doesn't look the same, it's okay. We're in a space, guys, that's constantly evolving. So if you see stuff that's a little different, it's all good. Cool. So you'll see this video on how to set up a broker account. If you have questions about a broker, get with the person that helped you get started. Okay, we'll kind of point you in the right direction. We'll give you a list of different brokers that you can choose, and then you can do your own due diligence and research on that. Okay, and then this is a video that's going to break down the entire back office, so you know exactly what to do. And so it doesn't matter which one you choose, Forex, HFX, DCX. They're actually coming out with an ECX tab as well, because I know we have a few people doing that. Shout out to Jacques. He's on the line right now. He just got his first sale the other day. Very, very proud of you. I know that you've been sticking to it, staying consistent, and just staying perseverant, because I know how difficult this process can be. But the big thing is you continue to show up and stay consistent. So super, super cool. So launchim.com site, guys, make sure that you go through this. You have this locked in and secured. And then the other thing that I'm going to show you, and again, guys, I know some of you guys have already gone through this. You know what I'm talking about. It's okay. We're just going to walk through it just so everybody is aware. But I want to show you, once you actually start to go through everything, I want to make sure that you guys are aware that you're not missing any steps. So once you go through those prerequisite videos in the launchim.com site, you're going to start to go through three main things. Okay. And what you're getting out of the academy, guys, I want you to think of this academy like an entrepreneurship platform. It's not just a company. It's not just a platform. I say it's a community, but it's actually a movement. And it's a community for one, guys. Here's the levels that I see this as. Okay. If you get started and maybe you don't catch the vision right away, maybe you're only focused on maybe your success, your results. This is just going to be a platform that you learn from. It's just going to be you versus you. Okay. And that's totally fine if that's what your idea of success is and what you want to get out of it. Okay. There's another level. We go a little deeper, where this is more than just, an academy that you're learning from. This is a community. Okay. This is a community that you can be a part of. And not only that, guys, but you actually have the opportunity to obviously learn the skill sets that the academy is teaching, but you get to do it with other like-minded people, grow together. And I think that's the most fulfilling part for me is over the last 5 years, I definitely would not be here showing up, growing up, paying off so much of my student loan debt. Okay. Being able to go from working a job to not having to have a job and building up a savings account, building up my crypto portfolio. If it wasn't for the community and the network of people that I decided to reach out to and collaborate with. Okay. So maybe you take it a step further. You see the vision. You're like, I want to be a part of something bigger than myself. I don't know where to start, but I want to be involved. Okay. So this may be just a community for you, but I think the next tier, next level deeper than that are those that are just full on committed to the vision beyond. And they see this as a movement. Like we are disrupting industries and professions, and really the way that people do things and see things. And I believe that that's where I'm at. And you have to decide for you, where are you at and where do you want to be? And so I don't know. I think that was a great kind of perspective for myself. And maybe it will be for you guys with where you're at and where maybe you want to be. Okay. And there's no right or wrong answer. It's just, what do you want? And, go take action on that. Whatever is going to be something that lights your soul on fire, that you can stay consistent with, that you can create sustainability out of, go do that. Okay. So I want to just show you really quickly the actual academy back office. A lot of you guys have seen this, but I want to make sure that nobody's, again, missing any pieces throughout your journey. So hopefully the im.center is something that looks familiar to everybody. But with that being said, guys, when you log in, the first step that you want to do is go through whatever academy you want to focus on first, whether it's Forex, HFX, crypto, e-commerce. We don't have an IBO academy yet. However, if you go to the launchim.com site, we do have an IBO tab with videos. Okay, so you guys can go through that if learning how to build a business is something that you want to do. Cool. So you guys would just go through these videos. There's prerequisite videos in here. And I believe, don't quote me on this, I know we've been talking about it for a while, but the DCX Academy is actually, like, videos are actually being revamped. And I'm pretty positive, I don't know why they wouldn't, but I'm pretty sure that they'll be announcing the redone videos in Houston. So we'll probably get access to those then. Okay, so you just go through these videos right here, get with the person that got you started. They'll show you, which specific videos for each academy. Once you do that, guys, if you're feeling comfortable, you're feeling confident, you want to move on to our live sessions inside of the platform. Okay, our live sessions are really going to help you gain not just the perspective and their strategies and their analysis, but you're going to set up a plan. You're going to set up a schedule with educators. And I want to talk about this. I'm kind of going through a bunch of different things right now, but I think it's very important that you guys understand what you're actually getting out of the live sessions, because I think a lot of times people, they get started, and a lot of times people have this gambler's mindset, this get rich quick mentality, which I wrote on my story the other day. That get rich quick mentality, that microwave mindset, doesn't build wealth, and it definitely doesn't create freedom. So you have to ask yourself, do I want to get rich quick now, but I don't have the right mindset yet? I don't have a plan for my money yet, even though I have all this money. Or most of the time, people don't ever actually create any money for themselves, and they end up losing it all. So you have to have the right expectations for why you're here. And what you're going to do with the person that helped you get started is you're going to set up a schedule for yourself. Okay, 3 to 5 times a week with educators, sometimes more. Guys, I do about 5 to 7 hours a week of go live. You have to choose something that works best for you. Okay, and you're going to choose maybe 1 to 2 educators, couple educators that you like and that you can tune into. And what you're doing is you're gaining their strategy, you're gaining their perspective, their analysis, what to do, when to do it, why you're doing it. Okay, but I think the biggest thing, guys, is you're understanding and learning how they think. Most of us have some sort of job or career that we're working. We're on the left-hand side of the cash flow quadrant, where we are trading our time for money. And this platform, this academy gives you the opportunity to transition to the right-hand side, to learn how to get money to work for you. I believe that most people are only taught how to make money, not ever taught how to multiply money, how to start actually getting it to work for you in your favor. And so this is an opportunity that you have to create that for yourself, but you have to establish a plan. You have to establish a schedule so you can start moving in the right direction. Okay, so these guys are going to teach you. I think the biggest thing is how to think. Okay, we're thinking like an employee most of the time, yet we want investor results. These guys are professional traders and investors and leaders, and they're going to teach you how they think. So I want you to focus on that. Your income will never surpass your mindset. So focus on developing the skill set, focus on developing yourself and your mentality, and watch the results, whatever that looks like for you, follow through. But it probably will not be on your timing. Okay, you got to be patient. It's going to be when you're actually ready. So keep planting those seeds. So you're going to come in here, guys. I'm not going to go through all this, but you're going to choose different educators based on the academy that you want to rock with. And you're just going to stay consistent with their schedule. And then you're going to choose most likely a strategy based on whatever educator you're learning from. Okay, I know that I started to watch Curtis Cobain. I started to watch, Nick Gomez and Picasso. And what strategy were they teaching? Most of the time they were talking about the swipe coin scalper. And that's the strategy that I've been using for nearly a year now on how to leverage trade cryptocurrency. Okay, so whoever you're tuning into on Go Live, they're going to help you do that with whatever strategy works best for you based on maybe your likes, your personality, your drives, your interests. They're going to be able to kind of point you in the right direction. And then the last thing, guys, that I'm just going to show you is all the different strategies. There's a site right here in the IM Center. You would just click on strategies. It would take you to this tab, and you're basically going to be able to see all the different strategies each platform has to offer. Okay, this is where you would find and access all of that. Cool. So I kind of just went through both number 1, number 2. The biggest update that I could give you guys right now is Houston. If you haven't gotten your ticket, you're on the fence, guys, let me know. I actually just had somebody hit me up yesterday or the day before saying that they have a ticket available, early bird pricing. So you wouldn't even have to pay the full price that they've increased to go to Houston. Okay. We have had a few people in the last week make the decision to get their ticket to Houston. Okay, it is not too late. Get your ticket. I promise you, this will be the best decision that you make. Because a lot of people don't realize this is it is not just the event that's going to change and revolutionize the way that you do things and see things. Like, the event's going to be super valuable, but it's your commitment, your effort in getting to the event that's actually going to create a shift in yourself, which is what you're looking for, new results, things like that. So reach out, we got you, let us know, we'll help in any way that we can get you there. Okay. The last thing that I wanted to just talk about is giving you guys a tangible, concrete strategy to help you and guide you inside of the academy to create better results. And I'm going to shout out Alex, because we were actually having this conversation and she brought a lot of perspective for me to talk about this on the call. But it's this concept called plan, do, review. Okay. I would write that down. Plan, do, review. And some of you guys have heard this before, but I want to give it to you in a very simple way, with a picture and an image of actually where you're at right now and how you can be taking advantage of this. Okay. So what do I mean by that? Let me give you an example. So plan, do, review. What does that mean? So in the best way that I could break this down for you right now, the plan, your plan is I Am Academy. I Am Academy is giving you the plan. Okay. I Am Academy is giving you the plan. The question is, what are you doing with, let's say, your money, your time, your energy, your focus to take advantage of the plan that the academy is offering you right now? A lot of times we don't. Here's the thing that she said. I'm going to shout her out because she actually gave me a lot of different stuff to go off of and tell you guys. Alex has been crushing it with her personal development, but she basically said, I should have you say this, but I'll say it for you guys. She basically kind of led into this. A lot of times we will get started with, it could be anything. It doesn't even need to be the academy. It could be maybe working out. We hire a fitness trainer or coach or whatever. We have these high expectations around whatever we just spent money on or invested in. Okay. In this case, you may have these high expectations for the academy to produce for you or get you a result, right? But I want to just challenge you for a second, whether you think that or not. I want to challenge you. Do you hold the same high standards and expectations for yourself? Okay. Accountability, taking ownership. So the academy is going to give you the plan. I just walked you through what to do. Okay. Where to tap into, giving you all the resources and the tools and the help and the support and the community and the network that you can leverage and take advantage of. We are giving you the plan, but what are you doing to take advantage of the plan? What are you doing with your money, with your time, with your energy, with your focus? One, you guys showed up on this call today. I'm proud of you. But what are we going to do after this call is over? After you've been motivated? Tonight, when everybody's, drinking and maybe going out and trick-or-treating or whatever, it's fine if you do that. But what are you doing every single day? I'm not even that person that's like, oh, you can't be drinking, you can't be doing this if you haven't hit your goals or, whatever. Hey, you do what you want. But at the same time, what are you doing to get yourself closer to your goals? And what are you creating consistency and habits from on a regular basis? So I wanted to give that perspective. I appreciate you, Al, for just kind of planting that seed in me. But what are you doing with the plan in front of you, with your resources that you've already been given? Okay. And I think the biggest thing of all that holds a lot of people back is most people do things with no plan. Most people just take action. Well, let me rephrase that. Most people don't take action at all. They just kind of they don't do anything. People get started, you believe it or not, and don't do anything with the academy. And then they come back to whoever they're working with, myself, 30, 60 days later. Abby, I haven't seen the results that I want. I've been plugging, I've been doing blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, show me the log of trades that you took. Show me your practice trades that you took this past week, this past month. Show me the log of charts that you back tested this past week, this past month. Show me the documentation of the live sessions that you've been tuning into. Okay. Everybody has the plan, but what are you doing to work your plan? But the last thing, guys, is review. Are you tracking your plan and your actions? You cannot grow what you do not track. Write that down. You cannot grow what you do not track. And it's very important that you start to get into the habit, especially with your trading, guys. I learned this in the academy videos, to track what you're doing, to track your trades. Okay. I remember, I forget who said it. I think it might've been Mike Miles. He basically was saying, he's an educator on the platform, guys. If you don't know who he is, but I remember he said, I can almost guarantee who's going to be successful in trading based on who's tracking their trades. Wins or losses, doesn't matter. Okay. It's kind of like tracking, the money that you're spending every single month. It's kind of like tracking the food that you eat if you want to lose weight. It's the same thing. It's kind of like if you're building the business and you're not tracking what you're doing, your follow-ups, whatever, how are you supposed to get better? Know where to make adjustments, know where to make improvements. We're so focused on making money and trying to win that we don't even give ourselves the opportunity to recognize, hey, I've never done this before. I should probably take a step back and really see what I'm doing, and readjusting where I can. Okay. So I'm going to ask you guys a few questions. I'm not going to go into super detail, but I really want you guys to just keep in mind what's in front of you. And are you doing the necessary things to move the ball forward for yourself? And are you holding the same standards that and expectations that maybe you have around maybe your upline, your mentor, maybe the company itself, the academy, maybe the tools and the strategies that you're using? Are you holding the same high expectations that you are for that for yourself? There's no success without personal accountability. Okay. So I want to ask you guys, are you clear with what you want? I got started 5 years ago, and I got started because I was in so much student loan debt. I was like breaking down in anxiety. I was in over $100,000 student loan debt, and I had to make a decision. And my whole focus, it was clear. I needed to make an extra $500 a month to afford my student loan payments. Okay. That was my idea of success. So I need you guys to get clear for yourself. What do you want? Why did you get started? What does success mean to you? Okay. That's number one. What does success mean to you? What does that image look like? You can't go somewhere that you're not clear on. Okay. And this is a part of your vision. And what did I say earlier? Without a vision, the people what? They perish. So get clear on what you want. What does success mean and look like to you? Okay. The second part of that question is, where are your expectations? What do your expectations look like? And I'm not going to go super in detail with this, but everybody has an IQ date. I've already determined my will to win cannot be bought. Okay. My will to succeed cannot be bought, meaning you cannot buy my will and my drive and my focus to win and create success. So become, a multiple six-figure trader, to go chairman. Nobody can buy that from me. Nobody can manipulate or pressure me to do something else. Oh, Abby, just throw in the towel. You'll never, that won't happen. I'll give you this instead. Nobody can pressure me to do otherwise. Okay. I don't have an IQ date. I've already established that. And you're going to go through adversity and challenges and problems. We all do. But you have to set the right expectations on, hey, I'm going to experience doubt. I'm going to experience pain. I'm going to experience setbacks. We know that this journey isn't for everybody. Otherwise, everybody, would have the success that they want. But you need to identify proper expectations around what you're doing here, where you're going, and what that journey looks like. Otherwise, I promise you, you won't be here in 90 days or 90 days from now. I've seen it time and time again where people, they will maybe come to me or I know that's a conversation where they're not seeing the results that they want. And what happens, and I know this because it's happened to me, and maybe you guys can relate to this on this call, but what happens is when you're not seeing the results that you want, you start to think that you're not good enough. Okay. You start to think, defend and things like that. You start to think that you're not good enough. You can't do this. You can't do that. And then what happens, guys, and this is dangerous, is you start to point blame on other people. Okay. You start to point blame on the system. The system doesn't work. Oh, swipe point doesn't work. This doesn't work. My mentor doesn't know what they're talking about. I've been there. Okay. So many times. But I can tell you right now, I know when somebody's on their way out the door, meaning you probably won't be here much longer, when they start to defend and then they move into a blaming stage. I've seen it time and time again. So I'm telling you this so you catch yourself. If that's you, I need you to take a step back and recognize it's not that you are not inadequate. It's just you haven't figured out probably what works for yourself. But two, you're not following the plan. You're not staying coachable. You're not staying consistent. You're not keeping the main thing. Okay. So that's what I wanted to share with you. But the last question, outside of what are your expectations, you need to get clear on that. And if you don't know the right expectations, come talk to somebody. We'll show you what this journey really looks like. Okay. But I want you guys to get clear. Do you have a plan? Are you following your plan? And is your plan sustainable? I would rather you do 3 to 5 hours a week than trying to cram 5 hours in a day. That's not going to get you success. I would rather you do a little bit every single day than try to do one day of the week where you're just like, oh, I ate all this food, this weekend. So I need to, do all this cardio for 2 hours, 3 hours at the gym. That doesn't work. Sustainability, consistency is what's going to help you create success. It's not sexy. It's not fun. It's not pretty. It's not exciting. It's methodical. It's very laborious. You want to know how to create success that you want? You have to get clear on it, and you have to create sustainability. My version of what success looks like, guys, is winning the day. I have a set of non-negotiables that I do around my trading and building this business and keeping up with my personal life that allows me to win the day, that moves me forward inches. That's what this is about. It's in the inches. Okay. So do you have a plan? Is your plan sustainable? Do you have a plan around the academy for who you're plugging into and leveraging? And do you have a plan for your money? Most people work a job and a career and they're just at a dead end. They don't believe that they'll ever be able to get out of whatever they're in. This platform gives you that ability to create freedom for yourself, but it starts with getting clear. So I'm going to leave you guys with this, and I'm going to get out of the way and bring up our three speakers for tonight. I want you guys to ask yourself, who do you want to become? Who are you becoming based on, this is good. Who are you becoming based on the work and the person and the habits and the attitude that you've been implementing? Who does that person look like? Oh, Alex, can you get the charger? Actually, I got it. Who does that person look like? Okay. And who do you want to be, and what do you need to fix? What do you need to change? So before my computer dies, I'm going to get out of the way. I want to bring up a couple of our speakers. I'm actually going to have Brevin, if you're on the line, bro, I'm going to let you actually open up our first speaker today. So if you're on, go ahead and take it away, bro.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, go for it.
Awesome. What's up, everybody? I'm Brevin. For those of you that don't know me, I am from North Carolina. Been rocking with the Crypto Academy. And today we have a special guest speaking. He's very close to me, one of my homeboys, Caleb Walker. He's also in North Carolina and been rocking with the Crypto Academy for a couple months now, and he's absolutely killing it, crushing it, and making big things happen, and becoming the first entrepreneur in his family to make a difference in the world. So I'm very excited for him. Caleb, are you there, brother?
I am.
Without further ado, Caleb, take it away.
All right. Thank you, Brevin. Thank you, Abby, for letting me. It's Caleb. I'm 22 years old from North Carolina, like Brevin said. Currently, right now, I'm a truck driver for a Maze Meats company in town. I do local deliveries and stuff. So I never had much luck with trading crypto. I couldn't ever stay consistent. I've done a lot on Robinhood. Never stay consistent. Couldn't stay motivated until I joined the academy. And they've really helped me stay consistent with it, especially Brevin. So Brevin introduced me to IM. I see great potential for the company in the future. I see big things coming for IM. I really just want to learn more on how my money could make more money for me instead of me exchanging time for money. So that's one of the main reasons I joined IM, was to learn more about investing and how I could use my money to make more money instead of me working for time. So that's another thing. IM has a great atmosphere. Everybody's family friendly. I see y'all as family. So nobody's negative in the group chats. I love that. So everybody's positive and helps you stay on the grind. Everybody's on the same grind. So I like that a lot. I'm currently in the DCX part of the academy. Just watching, taking notes. Kurt Cobain, Jason Brown, all of them. I love all of them. Staying close to the campfire. That's what you got to do, is just stay close to the campfire. I'm very, very excited for Texas coming up this week. Can't wait. Me and Brevin's got VIP, so we'll be down there. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. Lots of fun. It's going to be a little bit out of my comfort zone, but that's great. That's something that's going to help me move forward in my career. So, and yeah, if you don't have your tickets yet to Texas, I encourage you to get them. It's going to be worth it, every minute of it. Let's go. Claim your success. Thank you, Abby. Thank you, Brevin, for letting me speak. I'll see y'all later. Thank you.
Let's go. Let's go. Can you guys drop some sevens for Caleb in the chat box? Caleb, brother, I appreciate you. Brevin, thanks so much for opening him up and for scouting some awesome talent and people that just are coachable, man. People that are hungry, that are driven, that are ambitious, that have a desire to create success. Caleb, you're a young guy, and I'm just excited to meet you in Houston, but see what you're gonna do, who you're gonna become these next 6 to 12 to 18 months. It's a journey, but you have the right mindset about it. So, guys, love you, bro. Appreciate you. I'm gonna bring up the next individual, my brother from another mother, somebody that I've gotten to know and get close with these last few months this year. Somebody that I've seen grow a lot. Whether he likes to give himself credit for it or not, I've seen him stay consistent and just really not just develop himself and see growth and success in his trading, in his portfolio, inside of the crypto DCX platform. But he's somebody that people can look up to. He's somebody that, is leading by example, is somebody that is making an impact and puts people first. And that's something I think I admire the most about him. So, Josh, if you are on the line, bro, I'd love for you to step up and just share, your perspective, your experience, why you're excited. Let the people hear it.
Hello. What's up? Just want to give a shout out to everybody for being on the call. Caleb, I can't wait to meet you. I'm excited. Brevin brought you into the loop, and even Brevin, I know we talked when you first got started. So seeing your progress and just everything is really exciting. So about me, just short and sweet. My name is Joshua Gordon. I always played football my entire life. I was successful to a point, and got to a point where, it's basically NFL or nothing. In the NFL, they let me go, and I'm like, what am I going to do? How am I going to find something to still provide for my family and do something that I love? And I was introduced to IM, and it's been quite a journey of ups and downs, but really, like Caleb said, when you stay around the campfire, and even Brevin, when you stay around the campfire, good things happen. So I've had that experience, and I've been staying around the campfire more. I've been plugging in, I've been locking in, and sorry, I just got another call, so hopefully that didn't pause out. But so I've been around the campfire, and big things happening in DCX. Just staying consistent. When I first got in to DCX, it's like, did I miss the wave? And the consistency pays off. So it's truly been a blessing to just be around everybody. I'm excited for Houston. It's going to be an awesome event to see everybody out there. Like you said, if you don't got your ticket, get your ticket, and let's make sure we make this happen and get this done. So without further ado, I just kind of want to thank everybody for being on the call. Stay excited, stay around, and let's rock it in Houston.
Let's get it. Appreciate you, Josh. Guys, drop some 7s in the chat for Josh. Just stepping up, guys. Really, the speakers coming on today is to give you guys perspective, show that it's not just one person kind of doing everything, or maybe creating success or having success. Because a lot of times this journey can be lonely, but it's only lonely if you make it lonely. It's only lonely if you stay to yourself, if you stop showing up, and like Josh said, be around the campfire. And calls like these, trainings, live sessions, events give you the opportunity to get outside your comfort zone, stretch you a little bit, but also meet new people, rub shoulders with giants, and gain proximity. And I know that the proximity that I've personally received, and a lot of you guys on this call, has elevated my mindset. And again, your income will never surpass the way that you think in your mindset. So Josh, I appreciate you, bro. Our last individual that we want to come on here and share a little bit about, where he's coming from. I know he's eager to speak, and I'm so grateful that I was able to just ask him, give him the opportunity to come on here and share, where he's coming from, his crazy journey, what he's really taking, like he's soaking up, he's a sponge, guys, really taking advantage of this platform from all different areas, and really thriving and crushing it. So he's an example for a lot of people. A lot of you guys know who he is, super inspiring, and just showing up and staying consistent. So my brother Arnold from the Bay, if you could come on here and share with us a little bit of something, take it away.
What is going on, guys? First of all, thank you, Abby. Thank you, Josh, Brev, and Caleb for speaking, man. I'm grateful for following up behind you guys. Do me a favor and drop a 444 in the chat for your boy if you can hear me, please. Let me see them fours. You guys know if you've been following me, that's my number right there. So, a little bit about me, just to try to keep it short and sweet and not have this. I tend to talk. But it's always all love, and it's always coming from the heart. My journey, it started 3.5 years ago, and it wasn't a consistent journey. I would say that I can kind of relate to Josh in the sense that I was going to do life in the military. And when my career was cut short, I was like, what am I going to do? I was so lost, so unguided, I was so down on myself, because I can't imagine, kind of like how you, Josh, you can probably relate to this. You have this idea of what you're going to do, and you've sold yourself on this one thing, and you don't give yourself an opportunity or a plan B. And sometimes these situations simply aren't meant to be for whatever reason, and so I found myself kind of lost, not knowing where I was going to go and what direction I was headed. And I tried looking for things online. I got laid off. I found something online and it just wasn't working. I found this company, and I was hesitant at first. I was like, I don't know if this is for me. I don't know if these are the right people. I took a chance. That person wasn't the right person, but I got to tell you, if it wasn't for that one person, I would have never been fortunate enough to meet Abby and Alex, because I walked away. And when I came back, I didn't even think twice. I hit up Abby and I was like, yo, look, I've been kind of lingering, but I want to jump back in it. And it's you that I want to jump back in it with. And, for me, the reason I wanted to join IM was because anybody can buy a course and try to learn how to trade, but where is your community at? And there is nothing like this in any other community that I've been in. And I'm going to tell you, I'm one of those guys that went and spent thousands of dollars somewhere else and never once had a family to turn to. Never once had a Zoom call like this, or Sunday night calls, or trading Tuesdays, or monthly recaps. There was nothing like this going on. And I got to tell you guys, nobody, for people to pour into you, take time out of their day, kind of like how you're taking your Sunday. You could be barbecuing, you could be anywhere else. You're sitting here right here with us. And at the same time, we're here right here with you because we want to pour into you. And that's what this community is all about. And it's like I told Sam, we were on a call yesterday, this is so much more than trading. This is so much deeper than trading. This is truly a family. And so for me, I started with HFX at the beginning of the year, and I had a really nice high. I got a little too trigger happy, and then I had a real lower low, and I was just kind of I was down on myself. I was beating myself up, and then I was like, well, you know what? You did this to you, so you can pull yourself out. And that's what's important about this, is your belief in yourself and your commitment to yourself. That is the most important thing. This whole, I'm going to give it 3 months or 6 months, do you know that there's people, some of your educators did this for years before they caught their break? So it's for you to give this a few months, or for somebody to tell you, well, I'll give it a few months. It's you know what? Just, go somewhere else with that, because if you don't have at least 12 months for yourself, it's not a commitment to me, it's a commitment to you. And that's for me, I started with HFX. I started figuring that out. And then I was at Abby's house. And I find myself all this crypto stuff is kind of like how Josh said, you feel like you missed the wave. And what you realize is that, kind of like Cobain says, this only 6% of the world really knows about this and what we're doing. And we're talking about billions of people that don't even know what you're doing right now, and the access of information that you have. So it's it's never too late. I went for the elite pack, and I've been focusing on DCX. And if you guys have been in the group chats, I've been posting, I've been staying consistent with the swipe point scalper. I freaking love that thing. Taking all the swipe point calls, whether we take lessons or we take W's, just staying on it, because at the end of the day, you're always going to see that you're more profitable regardless of how many lessons you take at the end of the month. So, for me, DCX is where it's at. Shout out to Mikey for calling that 1 inch back in May when I was at Abby's house. I totally forgot about it till she sent me an update and was like, yo, this thing just hit $9. And I was like, let me go look at my portfolio real quick. And it's I've never ever seen that kind of return on something I wasn't even paying attention to. Not in a bank account, your money's just sitting there. It's why would I even have a bank account? You should have a Coinbase and a cold wallet. You know what I mean? That's where your money should be. And so I'm gonna wrap it up. Like I said, I like to talk, man, but it's all from the heart. It's all love. Houston. This is the first company event that we've had in like what, 2 years now. You know, it's a huge deal. SummerSlam was dope. March Madness was dope. But Houston is going to be on another level. We haven't had a 3-day event, and I haven't been to one since like Dallas of 2019. I'm super excited. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but for those of us who have purchased the general admission, you can actually purchase a second ticket for half off right now. So that if you want to help somebody out, or somebody's on the fence about this ticket, you can get one for half off right now if you already bought one. So there's absolutely no excuse. $130, are you kidding me? Less than what is, I don't even know the math on that right now, but it's less than $100 for access to information, and more importantly, the ability to network with 6, 7, 8-figure earners and people that you would never know you would bump into. You'll never bump into these people anywhere else, especially right now with the whole situation that we have in the world. You guys, whether you're here or not, you have to be there. And if there's anybody who's on the fence, you know, how can we help you? This is all about helping people get to this, because these events are much more than just a bunch of rah and a bunch of yelling. You really need to be there to understand how powerful it is that somebody who walks on the stage, a chairman or something like that, you realize like, hey, that I came from that. I've been through that. You know, that was me, or that is me right now, who they used to be. And it's like, if that person used to be how I am right now, that means that I could be that person in the future. And so these events are super powerful, you guys. I really do appreciate you guys letting me go on and on. This is who I am. I always pour love into everybody. Sam definitely knows. We had a really long chat the other day, yesterday. But nonetheless, man, with you know, that's all I have for you guys today. I really love you. I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day. Like I said, you could be anywhere. You could be barbecuing right now. Albert, freaking, it's like almost 5 a.m. over there, dude. I'm super proud of you for jumping on this call, man. And you know, for those of you guys who don't have my info, or need my info, or want somebody to turn to talk to, you know, we're always here. You know, it's not just Abby, it's not just Alex, it's not just, you know, the few people that post. This is a whole family, you know. And if you find that you can relate better to someone else, don't feel bad about going to them. That's what we're here for. So thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate everybody coming on to speak today. Caleb, super excited for you. Jock, congratulations, and Sam, to you too, for bringing on your first persons this month. I'm super excited to see you guys in Houston, man. I love y'all. Let's freaking go.
Let's go, guys. Drop some 444s in the chat, baby. Arnold, bro, I appreciate you. I'm speechless. I don't have anything to back that up. You said it all. I'm just super inspired, and just proud, man. Just proud to see you continue to grow and show up and stay consistent. And that's the name of the game, guys. You don't have to be perfect. You just got to keep showing up, taking action and executing. Because over time, you're going to learn so much more about yourself. And through that, what you learn, you can impact others. And trust me, you're going to be able to inspire a lot of people and grow yourself. So we're going to wrap up this call, because there's a lot going on today, guys. There's actually a call going on right now. It's probably going to start in about 8 minutes on Go Live. If you go to Go Live, it's our corporate call with Christopher Terry, CEO, a bunch of educators. Jason Brown's going to be on there, and chairman. They're going to be talking about Houston. Okay, so I would jump on there. They're going to give you all the details. If you are on the fence about going to Houston, the 3 people that spoke today, there's a reason. Success leaves clues. Follow the clues. It's your job to pick up on the clues and take action on it. Reach out somebody on this call. We can help you get to Houston, but you've got to make a decision to get there. And it's the sacrifices at the end of the day that make you as a person. So guys, with that being said, I appreciate you. I love you guys. Right now, go to Go Live if you're available to tune into that call tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. There's a Sunday night mentorship call with Mike Sotero and Mike Navarrete. This is a double duel. Like this is a call you do not want to miss. Okay, jump on that call. We're gonna post a link in the chat. Big week ahead. I love you guys. Happy end of the month, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace out.